Looking to throw right away. Pickett.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pickett. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. And that'll be dumped off to Gainwell. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the 1st down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the 1st down. Excellent tackling right there.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Chubb running right. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball.
Touchdown! David Njoku. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
He'll find Gainwell out of the backfield. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Pickett. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Kenneth Gainwell from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Browns drive about to get started.
And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He's going deep for Brown. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 46 yards.
And the Steelers have moved out in front.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back. So we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But they've been fighting and scratching and clawing for that first sack in the game, and it turns out to be a big one. Not just a short one right there behind the line. First one they get, 10-plus yards, and the guy who has the legs to escape most of these.
Steps away. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Now a throw here to his running back.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
1st and 10, here's Pickett.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
The Steelers at 6-3 on the year. And they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Pickett. He'll check this one down to Gainwell. Dialing up another pass here. Pickett.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are Chubb fumbled it, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Chubb on the counter. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Watson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper.
And now Watson throws another interception. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Pick it now on 1st down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Off play action. Pickett.
He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 77 yards.
His tremendous season passing the football, it continues, Charles. That last throw puts him over 4,000 yards now on the year.
And he's still got the rest of November and all of December still to play. So to me, 5,000 yards, very much in play.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Harris Campbell, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Watson, off play action. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, he's got Njoku, his big tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A final shot before the break. Watson, he'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The 3rd quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Pickett. That's to his running back, Gainwell. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
And it's caught, and in for the Steelers touchdown. Kenneth Gainwell with his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fields this way up at the 17.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in the league...
And my goodness, another interception. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six. Steeler touchdown. Extra point out by Boswell. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Anthony Schwartz,
58 yards.
And the Browns are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
2nd and 10. It's Pickett again.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
They'll set up to throw. Got an open man. That's Campbell.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Pickett sets up play action.
He's going deep for Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
To throw again on second down. Pickett. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down.
Back now in Pittsburgh. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now Pickett on 4th down. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Hey, you got to snap it. You got to snap it.
On 1st down, it's Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper.
Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, You don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
That ball caught by Campbell. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Harris Campbell, 31 yards.
And the Steelers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Watson.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. On 1st and 10, Watson.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
Runs through another.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. On 1st down, Watson. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw, Watson. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
This one caught left side by Cooper. Touchdown! Amari Cooper. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Browns get a bit closer.
Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Oh, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Pickett throwing again on second down.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Steelers, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls